And here is the Writer's Almanac for Wednesday. It's the 26th of February, 2020. It's the birthday of the mystery novelist Elizabeth George, born in Warren, Ohio, 1949, author of the Inspector Linley series, Scottish Yard Detective. Books include In Pursuit of the Proper Sinner, A Traitor to Memory, What Came Before He Shot Her, Careless in Red. Elizabeth George, the first American mystery novelist whose books have been adapted by the BBC. She teaches creative writing. She's the author of a guide for novelists called Write Away, One Novelist's Approach to Fiction and the Writing Life. It's the birthday of the man who said to love another person is to see the face of God, the French novelist Victor Hugo, born in Besançon, France, 1802. He wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame when he was in his 20s, became famous and wealthy. He used his fame to advocate for political causes, namely to denounce the regime of Napoleon III and encourage the French to rise up and revolt. So, Napoleon III declared Victor Hugo an enemy of the state, and Hugo fled the country in disguise, went to Brussels, then spent 20 years in exile on the island of Guernsey in the English Channel, where he wrote, standing up at a pulpit, looking out across the water, wrote 20 pages of prose a day, wrote his masterpiece Les Miserables, published in 1865. About a poor Parisian man who steals a loaf of bread, spends 19 years in jail for it, afterward becomes a successful businessman, mayor of a small town, and then is imprisoned once again for a minor crime in his distant past. It's the birthday of the playwright Christopher Marlowe, 1564, Canterbury, England, author of Dr. Faustus and many other plays, died at the age of 29. 1919, on this day, Congress approved acts to establish 2 national parks, what became Acadia National Park on the coast of Maine and in northwestern Arizona. 1 million acres was set aside as Grand Canyon National Park. That year, 1919, 44,000 people visited Grand Canyon. Today, about 5 million go every year. Here's a poem by Marge Piercy, The New Year of the Trees. It is the new year of the trees, but here the ground is frozen under the crust of snow. The trees snooze, their buds tight as nuts. Rhododendron leaves roll up their stiff scrolls. In the white and green north of the diaspora, I am stirred by a season that will not arrive for 6 weeks, as wines on far continents prickle to bubbles when their native vines bloom. What blossoms here are birds jostling at feeders, pecking sunflower seeds and millet through the snow, tulip-red cardinal, daffodil finch, larkspur jay, the pansy bed of sparrows and juncos, all hungry. They too are planters of trees, spreading seeds of favorites along fences. On the earth, closed to us all as a book in a language we cannot yet read, the seeds, the bulbs, the eggs of the fervid green year await release. Over them, on February's cold table, I spread a feast. Wings rustle like autumn leaves. The New Year of the Trees, a poem by Marge Piercy, from The Hunger Moon, New and Selected Poems 1980 to 2010, published by Knopf and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Funded by donations from listeners like you, now available on PRX for distribution by your local radio station. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.